So, Leo, let's start with pulling a card for the heart of the matter. And we have the Hermit. That doesn't seem much like you, Leo. The Hermit card speaks of being able to take all the information you've gathered from the world and the people in it and how you live life, and being able to go within yourself to make your own decisions and be alone with your own thoughts and feelings and connect with the path that you really want to be on as a human. A lot of people talk about being alone with this card. I don't see it that way. To me, there's a difference between being alone and being lonely. Being alone for a significant, being alone as part of your day is healthy and fine, and most people do not spend enough time alone. I don't believe this person is lonely. I believe there is other people in this person's life. They're just able to go within themselves as needed to take care of themselves, make their own decisions, and digest life. So I don't take this as, Leo, you need to go and go into the wilderness and spend a week alone. No, you just need to be able to, at the end of the day, or even in the middle of the day, to turn off other people's thoughts, ideas, feelings, opinions, blah, blah, blahs. Find time within yourself to truly try to comprehend, digest it all, make up your own thoughts and ideas and opinions and what have yous, and then go back into the world. And I love, love, love this card, and I wish more people thought about what else it could be other than literally being a hermit by yourself, which I am a hermit, kind of. I spend as little time with other people as possible, which a lot of people don't understand, but it works for me. And so maybe you do need some time to yourself in the end of this month, Leo, but regardless, I think it's just acknowledging that sometimes you gotta shut up and turn off a little bit so you can you can recalibrate and have a more defined idea about how you want to interact with the world and what you know about the world and that kind of stuff. So let's pull a card for our mental space this month, Leo. I guess we're pulling two, and we have the Ace of Cups and the Four of Cups. I would say this person is pouting and not paying attention to what's coming in. So there's one cup up here, which I see as this ace. It's the same cup if you actually look, and my nails go very nicely with it. I didn't do that on purpose, I promise. And then he has these cups down here that are kind of in the shadows, and he's sitting on top of them like there's this ownership, like this is my stuff, and I'm just going to sit here and ponder on it and pause on it. This is a still card for me. And he is not paying attention to this. It can be as bright and beautiful and as exciting as I'll get out, but he's stuck in his own stuff. So I take this as whether you are trying to connect with someone else or someone is trying to connect with you, and it could be because this is hermit mode. Maybe you have shut off a little bit. Maybe you are not paying attention to the opportunities that are coming your way. You're not feeling this, these are connections. This card is like new love kind of card, or a new connection with someone, or some kind of new relationship and opportunity, to connect. And, so you may just not be there. You may be this person that's sitting here kind of pouting, like, no, this is what I've got, and maybe you need to take that time to digest and see how you really feel about stuff. So mentally, you may really be in this space of kind of like taking inventory, if you will, and not paying attention to what's coming your way. So, And that's up to you if you want to lift your head or not. But it looks like, especially with the ace coming out with it, it looks like there's a very good opportunity to connect with someone. I'm not saying this is romantic love. This could be, you know, in business and friendship and whatever. There's an opportunity to connect with someone, though, that I feel could be beneficial there. But we'll see. Let's see what comes out for your physical space this month. Knight of Wands. He's been out a lot today in different spots. So the Knight of Wands, physically, you could be feeling very inspired, passionate, excited, this willingness to get out there and Leo, okay. Leos, I know enough of you, and you might not all be as I'm about to describe, but I'm kind of seeing this as I'm going to go flirt. I'm going to go, like, I see a Leo in a club getting their groove thing on and be willing to be sexy and flirty and adventurous, but they don't want no relationship. And that might be a little reading into this too much, but it's what keeps coming into my mind. You're like, nope. I don't want to connect with people, but I'm a Leo and I need the attention. And I'm not saying that to be an ass, but you do. I want people to pay attention to me. I want the excitement. I want the fun. I want to flirt, but no, I don't want your phone number. Whatever. If that doesn't apply to you, I'm sorry, but that's how I'm reading this right now. Is physically the passion, the excitement, whatever is wanted or needed. Mentally, and how you really feel is like, but I don't really want to connect with people. But there's this other part of me that's like, hey, I want to go have fun. So let's see what's coming up for your emotional space. Six of Swords. So yeah, maybe this is moving away from something that's not good for you. Bad thought processes or negative relationships, people treating you badly, those kinds of energies. So maybe that's why maybe you're getting out of a relationship or what have you, and you're like, nope, I just need to have some fun right now. I'm not about connecting. I need to take a journey. I need to move some things around in my life. I need to head in a different direction. I have to change my thought processes. And that's probably why the Hermit's coming up there is, maybe you've let someone else make choices or, have too much control over, the direction you're headed in life and so forth. So this is, I'm going to trust myself right now. I'm not going to connect I'm going to keep myself disconnected a bit right now. I'm going to have some fun and I need to make some moves. And emotionally, I have to do things in a different way. So that seems extremely positive. I was kind of worried about you for a second there. Not really, Leo. I know you're always great. But let's pull a card for spiritual space for you. All right, we have another 6. So this is the card of like give and take to me. This is in some cards the person receiving looks like they're begging, they're down on their knees, and kind of depicts kind of a power play, if you will. But at the same time, there's a generosity in this card. There's a willingness to give and a willingness to receive. So a lot of times I talk to people about being able to find that balance, being emotionally and mentally mature enough to know, yep, I have to ask for help right now. And I know a person, or I've created relationships in my life where I know I can ask this person for help. I know that I'm not taking advantage and they will help me. And then I know that I also am a person that will give to others. And and so on and so forth. So this is a beautiful card to come out spiritually because it's a card of balance. It's a card of give and take. It's a card of understanding that you get what you give kind of thing. So I don't feel like that's coming through as a problem right now. I think this is just spiritually speaking, you're probably feeling in a balanced place of, I'm really focused on making some movements in my life. And a lot of times to get to that point where you're going to make these kind of moves, you've been in your own head a little bit with meditation or prayer or reaching out to your community so they can support you kind of thing. So regardless of how this is playing in your life, I think it's a positive card to be coming out in your spiritual world, and it looks like you're taking care of your spiritual self and providing yourself some balance there.